Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it's wonderful to have you here with me this evening. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you are returning, welcome back and thank you for the ongoing support. And if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, hello from the past. You're going to have just as fun and healing a time. If you'd like to skip ahead to just the healing, go to about the 1 hour, 15-minute mark, or begin your search looking for where the lights begin to shift. You can begin your Reiki journey there. Again, thank you so much for being here. You can learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, book one-on-one distance healing sessions and tarot readings, or shop my Reiki charged crystals at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So let's go ahead and start building that grid and say hello to everyone. Oh, and it looks like we have a little Gertie. Hey, hon. Oh, and the camera is a little crooked. That's much better. Hey, hon. How you doing, Hattie? There we go. Hope you all are doing well. So, let's see. Wet vacuum area rug. Oh, no. I've got some cat hair floating around in the air. There we go. So, let's see. Good to see you all. We've got Erica, welcome in, Jennifer Vatsa, Blue Sky, Chris, JS, Kanta. Yeah, you want to come up and say hi to everybody? Hey, Patty. Yeah, what's up? You got purrs? Do you got purrs? You got purrs. That's so nice of you to bring your purrs. And oh, it's both of you tonight. Oh, hello, Key, as well. Good to see you. Oh, awesome. So let's go ahead and get into some crystal gridding. The unpacking goes well. The move is winding down. I'm starting to settle in. I've got just like 4.5 boxes left. And so it's starting to feel like an actual home. So yeah, the cats are even starting to feel a little bit more chill. I had Jennifer Vatsa and Cora Carr and Vincent stop by yesterday. It's starting to feel like a nice warm home. So let's see, we've got some requests here. Pink kyanite, kunzite. I have pink kunzite. I don't know about pink kyanite. I have pink kunzite. Moonstone, Numite, Indigo Gabbro. Oh, Hattie, you want to play with that? So you can request specific stones or just the intentions that you want addressed, and I'll pick them for you, whatever feels better for you. And let's see, hey you. So we've got that. We've got some Indigo Gabbro, Chevron, and Epidote. Okay, so let's start cooking with gas. All right, so we'll start with pink kunzite. This is a very high vibrational stone. It's a very bright pink, and it tends to reflect not only the heart, but the upper chakras. This is our unity center, our focus of interconnectedness with everyone, everywhere, and collective compassion. Compassion for self, compassion for others, and like unity-mindedness, thinking of yourself as part of a whole rather than simply an individual. It's very connected with the Kuan Yin. So we'll put that there around our piece of copper, which copper helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going, and the spiral is sacred to healing. So we'll put that there. Numite helps us with deep diving into our subconscious, into our psyche, and helps us to learn about ourselves as we do some deep unpacking and the deepest levels of healing and shadow work. This is a stone that helps us in those moments of darkness to find the connection to spirit, those glimpses of gold, the wisdom of spirit, and the the truth and the answers that we seek for true and deep healing. It's also a very powerful protector, especially of items. So if you have like your spiritual stuff, your tarot cards or anything, that can really help keep them clear. Oh, bye Hattie. It's also wonderful for anything that has to do with both sides of the veil, like if you're doing crossing over work or anything like that. Indigo Gabbro, which also goes as Mystic Merlinite. This stone is another stone that's superb for learning about ourselves, deep personal healing. It helps us to reflect on ourselves, to see the ways in which we trip ourselves up. I like to say that the detrimental tendencies we all have. It also helps with integrating our spiritual connection. It's wonderful for anything about like menstrual pain or anything having to do with the cycle. Great for intuitions, dreams, meditation, and just in general, it's an all-over shadow work, personal healing, and growth stone. So that's Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. Let's put that out here and here. There we go. Chevron Amethyst helps us to connect with our spirit guides and helpers. Helps us to send messages up and receive them back. Chevron Amethyst is different from standard amethyst just in where it is in the specimen. If you'll see, it has these white striations. They help with the transfer of information up and back. And just saying, who else is here? We've got, hey Martha, I am in my new home. Yes, it's going well. Unpacking finally. Christina's Journey, welcome in. Linda McCallum. Oh, I'll definitely give you some support for that grief. Absolutely, Linda. I'm so sorry. Fiat Luna, lots of love to you. Christina. Yeah, I can't believe how big they got, JS. They are grown-up kitties now. They're off of kitten food and onto 1 to 6 food. They're big babies now. Go ahead and lay down, Jen. Enjoy and relax. Awesome. So Chevron Amethyst can help us with connection to spirit guides, and angels. It can help us with mediumship and channeling too, but it's even better when we're manifesting and sending up those messages to spirit and hearing the response come back. Also really helpful for degenerative issues, anything that gets worse over time, and for tolerance of others. It's an excellent stone for things like shamanic journeying, visionary work. It's a powerful clairvoyant stone. So that's Chevron Amethyst. Just trying to make sure as we start out that this is gonna all be even. Moonstone is wonderful for helping to connect with anything that, oh, where did I put Epidote? Oh, there it is. Moonstone is wonderful for connecting with anything that has to do with the divine feminine, female sexuality, female healing, wise woman traditions, but also for intuition and connection with nature, and particularly the rhythms and patterns and cycles of nature, because moonstone and the moon, and of course the moon controls the tides. This helps with protection when you're traveling, great for intuition and also releasing patterns that are holding you back. It's a wonderful stone to work with if you are trying to call in like a spiritually significant relationship too. It's wonderful for calling on love. So that is, there we go. That is Moonstone. Moonstone can look a lot of different ways too. Okay. And Epidote is one of my favorites for helping to retrain the internal monologue. Like if you talk down to yourself, this is a lovely stone to help you kind of notice that and start to reframe how you speak to yourself. The negative self-talk, that you can't do that, I suck, all that kind of stuff. Epidote for sure. Also helpful for recovery from any kind of injury or illness, as well as connection to the fairy realm. Helpful for the brain. It's specifically recommended for folks that are struggling with Parkinsonism and for anything having to do with the nervous system or the skin. It's a really pretty stone too, this like pink and green. It looks very much like Unakite because it actually is part of Unakite. You'll find Epidote in Unakite. So there we go. So that is Epidote. So good to see you, Blue Sky. I hope you're doing well. Okay, and let's see who else we've got. Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm going to bounce around a little bit. I'm absolutely going to get everybody's request tonight. Violet Integration, wonderful to see you. Oh, Christina's Journey, absolutely. Okay, cool. So we've definitely got some grief stuff going on. So let's go ahead and bring in some love for that. Let's see, we've got Jet, Rhodochrosite, and Green Onyx. Let's bring those in. So Jet is my all-around favorite stone when it comes to grief. This is wood that's been fossilized very quickly, like volcanically fossilized usually, or very, very intense high heat. So this was a living tree and then more or less in a catastrophic flash turns into jet. And it can help us through that transition through grief. It goes deep with us through the grief, but helps us to not get stuck so we can process what we need to process and continue moving through. It's also really helpful for protection against like the evil eye and in paranormal situations, in hospice, and anyone who's working with, whether they're human or animal, anytime near, before, or after the crossing over period. So that is jet. Next is Rhodochrosite. This helps with, and I just saw the message there. This helps with mother-child bonding, and it can help with like the wounds there, or also loss of a child or mother. Also wonderful for the heart, circulation, telepathy, shamanic journeying. It helps with telepathic connection if you're journeying to or connected to a past ancestor or an animal companion. This can be really helpful. So that's Rhodochrosite. And green onyx is helpful for grief and sadness. It helps with soothing the heart and the emotional center. And it's a beautiful green. So onyx in and of itself, regardless of the color, is always going to be really helpful for grief as well as for protection. This one in particular is excellent for the grief as it gets closer to like emotional shutdown and just emotional overwhelm. It helps with processing the sadness and the emotions that can come up with that. It's also helpful for moving forward despite the pain that you're experiencing, and for making decisions even when you're not in the best emotional place to do so. Onyx can come in a wide variety of colors, and green onyx in particular can range from like a pistachio color to even darker green than this. So lots of love to those of you grieving. Okay, and I think that helps a little bit. There we go. You're so welcome, Christina. Okay. And I saw JS, a request for garnet for focus and getting things done. And also there's a stone that helps see the best in yourself. I forgot which one. That's sunstone. But garnet will also help with the getting things done. Let's do both. So sunstone helps you to see the best version of yourself. It helps you to set really wonderfully high goals that are still attainable. It also helps you with luck and with recognition, being recognized for who you are, standing out amongst the crowd. This is wonderful if you are going on job interviews, or if you're marketing or promoting yourself or your business. It really helps to kind of give you that edge. It's also wonderful for bringing in career opportunities and in a way giving you a little bit of motivation with positivity and an overwhelming sense of almost like abundance and expecting abundance, if that makes sense. It's helpful for protection against money exploitation and things like that, and also helps with phobias. It's wonderful for phobias. So if anyone's struggling with that, sunstone's helpful. Also for getting things done. And definitely sunstone has a lot of motivation in it too. Getting things done, garnet brings a lot of courage. Let's get it done. Let's get it done the quickest way possible. This is a stone that helps you to see new ways to do either new things or old things that makes more sense, is better with your time, brings in a creative vibe, and also brings a lot of stability in times of change. It's helpful for courage and for organization. So we're going to bring this in. Garnet is the birthstone of January, and it has a decidedly Capricorn vibe for sure. So we'll bring this in. Okay. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. And JS, I hope you're doing well. And let's bring in some of Chris's requests. Let's do some rose quartz to help with the heart chakra. This is a stone that is a very consistent and vibrant, unconditional love type stone. This helps you to acclimate to new opportunities to feel unconditional love and to let go of past pain, because it almost trains us to expect something better to come along. It helps with the heart chakra in terms of like when we're really depleted in the heart chakra. It can help us to kind of, in a way, like fill in any of the gaps, or if we feel very emotionally depleted. This is a great stone to kind of help with that. My hair keeps going into my nose, and also the cats are shedding. And let's see. Ooh, green aventurine. This will help with JS as well. Aventurine is another stone that helps us see the best version of ourselves. It's very encouraging anytime we're like, I can't do that. I can't learn that. That's too hard. This is a stone that says, well, reach for it. Let's see how far you can go. It's wonderful for allergies, eye problems, and heart rhythms. And it's helpful for fertility. And anytime you think like, oh, I can't learn that, that's beyond me, beyond my skill set, this is a stone to kind of have at your side for that reinforcement and encouragement. So that's green aventurine. And ruby helps with a lot of the things that garnet will as well. So ruby gives us a lot of courage, especially the courage to be ourselves, be just who we naturally are. Also with skills around things like leadership as well as management. When it comes to love and fertility, this is a really potent and helpful stone. And it's also indicated for things like fibromyalgia. So that is ruby. And we've got rhodochrosite. Let's definitely do some citrine. And let's bring in some malachite. So malachite helps with, this will definitely help with those of you that are working with grief too. This helps with everything from anxiety and depression all the way over to like processing really deep grief type feelings. Doesn't just have to be grief around like the loss or passing of someone. This can be even just difficult feelings about pretty much anything. It helps you to move those feelings through the heart and truly process them without getting like completely weighed down. So in that way, it has a lot of overlap with jet. This also helps with things like insomnia, letting go of the past, as well as inflammation and pain, especially if it's related to arthritis. Also, it's thought to be helpful for the liver, spleen, pancreas. And of course, I always mention crystals and Reiki are a wonderful complement to everything. They don't need to be seen as a replacement to any kind of regular medical attention. These will support you with a lot of these things, but they're not meant to be the only means of support. Let's see if I can adjust that lighting to be just a little bit better. There we go. And citrine helps with financial abundance. If anyone's looking for financial abundance, and I'm willing to bet there's a few of you, I'm among you. Citrine is a really powerful manifestation stone, especially when it comes to money and basic needs. Also very helpful for balancing logic with intuition and with things like nausea and even morning sickness. This can help with addictions, compulsions, and even making the best possible decisions with money and with resources that you already have. So let's go ahead and bring in some citrine. Natural citrine is this kind of orangey, like almost a brownish orange. It's a pretty rich color. So there we go. And we'll come back to the rest of yours as we kind of go through. Hey Bev, I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, definitely with protection stones for sure tonight. Okay, cool. Definitely getting everybody's requests. I'm just seeing lots of synchronicity here. Trying to pick stones that are as complimentary to everyone as possible. Intentions for Jen. Ow, you're back. Not panicking over the move and then working until the last minute. Gotcha. So let's do, for Ow the back, let's bring in some Amazonite. This is wonderful for the spine and spinal nerves. This also helps with luck in terms of winnings and things like that if you want to improve your chances of something. And helps with a healthy balance of self-care. This helps even the most outwardly focused folks, the folks who take care of everyone else, to be reminded that they're as important as everyone else. They need that care and they deserve that care and the same caliber of care that they would give others. So whether it's, and when I say the spine and spinal nerves, this is very, very helpful for if you have any kind of nerve issues. I know I do, into the legs and stuff. This can be really helpful. But yeah, this is my favorite stone to recommend for like nurses or caregivers of any kind. So that's Amazonite. And not panicking over the move, like kind of like measured action. Let's see. Let's bring in some chrysoprase. There's some times where we're so into like, I gotta get this done, that we get into overdrive and then we kind of crash. And chrysoprase can be really helpful for that. This is wonderful for completing goals, but it's also great for anyone that might need a pivot. So this is follow through. This is also if something ends, if something shifts, if something doesn't work out the way you wanted to, there's disappointment. This can really help you to say, okay, wait a minute, everything is not lost. Yeah, it kind of feels that way. And yeah, it kind of looks that way. But what I've gained along this way isn't all completely lost. I've learned some skills here. So anytime that you're faced with a sudden shift and needing to change focus, something didn't pan out, chrysoprase can really help you to pick up the pieces. So let's go ahead and bring out some chrysoprase. Where shall we place this? Let's put a piece right here. Yeah, let's just put a piece right there. But yeah, that can help with like one step at a time kind of thing. Yeah, definitely a helpful stone for that. So I wish you all the best as you continue your move. Definitely lay down and get that rest. Oh, Kanta, when you're watching this, lots of bedtime wishes for you. I hope you're well. Oh, and Chris, thank you for the compliment on my hair. I appreciate that. And I am liking the new home. It's so quiet. I love it. And let's see. Martha, please intentions for better sleep, better job, and constipation. You got it. So let's do better sleep, labradorite. Better job. Let's do... Definitely sunstone's going to help with better job. But I'm also just going to bring in tourmalinated quartz. And constipation, let's bring in some Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper has tourmaline running through it, black tourmaline specifically running through it, as does the tourmalinated quartz. Dalmatian jasper, black tourmaline helps with repelling negative energy. And when it's going through jasper like this, what it's essentially doing is helping clear our energy field. It's also really helpful for digestive issues, regardless of the issue, whether it's constipation, Crohn's, IBS. I have celiac disease. This can be wonderful for that. Also for bringing about an optimal harmony for cooperation amongst folks. It also helps to break up cynicism and jadedness. So we'll bring in Dalmatian jasper. And for better sleep, we will bring in labradorite. In addition to that, labradorite can be considerably helpful for clairvoyance, our spiritual sight. It helps with calming disputes, good customer service, things like that. If you drive in a place that tends to be very quick to anger, this can help to like bring that down to a dull roar. It's wonderful for customer service workers and workplace harmony. It aids in research and study and fine detailed attention to lots and lots of data. If you need to do any kind of needle in a haystack work, I highly recommend it. I tend to keep a lot of it around when I'm doing like my accounting type work because I'm not naturally adept at that kind of thing, and it helps me keep a fine eye on all the little details. So that is labradorite. And tourmalinated quartz, this again has black tourmaline going through it, and that's through any kind of quartz. In this case, it's green, which really helps with the heart chakra. In this case, the black tourmaline really kind of breaks up old stuck energy, including really old pains and emotional trauma. Think of it as breaking up, well, it helps to break up physical. If you've got like old pain that you just kind of can't get to start to move, tourmalinated quartz is a good friend. Also helps with new jobs, gigs, new streams of revenue, whether it's passive revenue or something more active revenue, part-time job, or just a job in general. This can be really helpful. Also aids fortune, luck, and is protective of those who are like driving. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Where shall we bring this? Let's do here and here. Now let's do here and here. Opposites. There we go. So all the best to you in finding a better job. Sunstone will help, and tourmalinated quartz together. Hang on just one moment, everyone. Okay, hey Stella, Lila Ray. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, so much synchronicity. And Allison, I hope you're doing well. Okay. Okay. And Martha, lots of love to you when you do get to watch this. And violet integration, intention of inner peace and harmony and understanding in your relationship. You got it. So let's do some blue apatite. Blue apatite is very helpful for like harmony, peace, especially internal harmony and peace. It also helps with learning our soul's purpose and having the courage to walk along that path of our soul's purpose. It's wonderful too for, as the name says, has appetite right in it, so no pun intended, but this is a superb stone for our relationship with food, whether it's gaining weight, losing weight, or just shifting how we interact with food to have a healthier relationship, whatever that looks like for you individually. This can be supportive of that. Also very helpful for strengthening our energy field, so that if you are someone who's prone to taking on the energy of others, this is a great stone to maybe not quite do that so much. So let's go ahead and put this around here. So that's blue apatite. There we go. And understanding in your relationship, let's bring in some carnelian. This is a stone that very much resonates with everything having to do with the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is just beneath the navel, and that encompasses sexuality, all the way to creativity and every way that we relate to other people and the world around us. So relationships in general, whether it's colleagues and coworkers, family members, neighbors, or our romantic relationships, but absolutely includes sexuality, fertility, and romance even. This can help with things like healing wounds, as well as allergies and colds too. But when it comes to relationships and open, honest communication, this can be very helpful. Set a nice stage for that, and it helps to attract love as well. So I'm going to bring in some carnelian. Go. It's beautiful deep orange. Definitely helpful for creativity, as I mentioned, but can't understate that. Okay, all the love to you. I hope you're doing well, Violet Integration. Patty and Key, petrified wood, tree agate, red tiger eye. Where is my tree agate? Ah, here it is. Let's do petrified wood, tree agate, and red tiger. Okay. So let's go ahead, and for our centerpiece, we haven't used this one in a really long time. This piece of tree agate with some spirit quartz on it. Oh yeah, these are just, spirit quartz is just baby crystals of any kind. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And it's thought to harmonize and basically balance the flow of energy throughout the body, regardless of the type of imbalance one might have. You might be familiar with the 7 chakras, and that's part of the same system, but those are the bigger parts of the system. It's much more complex than that. This helps with the Nadi, N-A-D-I in English. Those are the smaller channels that help to bring the energy to all the other parts of the body. And this is thought to basically balance and harmonize the flow of energy through those. So that is tree agate, can help with every aspect of physical healing. So we'll bring that in, and both this stone as well as, can you see that? Yeah. Let's do this way. Wonderful. That stone has some baby crystals, some spirit quartz, as does this. See those little sparkles in the middle? This is a piece of fossilized wood. And fossilized wood was a tree that slowly over time, not only did it die, it slowly transformed into stone. And that transformation of death and rebirth is everything that this stone can teach us about and support us through those big, difficult transitions in our lives. A very wise stone, very much connected with the death card in the tarot. So we'll bring that in. Red tiger eye is probably about the most protective stone I have. And it's wonderful for everything from mundane bullies to malevolent spiritual work and nasty magical workings. It's also helpful for calling on financial abundance in a hurry. So we bring this in. Oh, a feral kitty. Hey, hey you. Want to come up? What's going on, little Hattie? You can sing. People can hear you. It's okay. There you go. You're like, okay, cool. Oh, good stuff. Chalcopyrite, Amazonite we've got. Let's see if I have my opal. I may not have unpacked my opal yet. Let's see. Oh, no, but I found a mookite. Let's put that up here. Unfortunately, I think my opal is still packed. Sorry about that. Let's see. Septarian is excellent for emotional healing and support. This is a stone that can help you with even those things that are really tender when you really kind of need to get to your vulnerable places to get the deepest healing. Septarian can help you get there. And it also helps you to learn about the underlying cause of beliefs and habits and patterns that may be going on. So it can help us to kind of put those things to bed once and for all. It's also wonderful for the solar plexus, so the center of self, personal identity, free will, favoring what you want in life. It also helps with muscle pain and spasms, as well as skin wounds, especially skin wounds that are resistant to healing. So we'll put one here, and we'll put one here, and that is Septarian. Dragon's blood. Mortarite. Dragon's blood is really helpful for grief as well, especially when it is like grief and loss. It helps you to be in it, but not get to that point of like wallowing in self-pity, but where you can, grief is healthy, absolutely. And we can also get stuck there. This helps with moving through rather than being stuck. It also helps with optimism, happiness, and wisdom, learning as we go through things. Also learning from your mistakes and even having patience with yourself to do that. It also helps the immune system, the nervous system, and it's thought to give us a lot of the courage to create change in ourselves and in our life. So that is dragon's blood or dragon stone. I've heard it both ways. Dumortierite is another stone that helps with patience too. And this is patience with yourself and with others. And it's also superb for anger and frustration. When it comes to really chaotic energy, Dumortierite can help bring a lot of grounding and healing and foresight. It helps us to communicate more clearly rather than exploding into anger, for example. It helps with situations that just feel completely beyond hope. And it's also thought to help calm nervous dogs. So yeah, they'll bring that in. So that is Dumortierite. Let's see, where shall we place you? Let's do, no. Let's do one, one big piece of Dumortierite maybe. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll do this slightly lighter Dumortierite. There we go. and fuchsite for sure. And I'll come back to the rest of yours time permitting, but I believe, yeah, we'll get there. So this is fuchsite, which helps us, if you were looking for self-care, this is exceptional, but this is even more to the point, embodying fun and enjoyment and just fun for the sake of fun, not just like making your chores fun, but just having fun. It helps to boost the energy of other stones. It brings in a lot of joy, and it can also help with inner child work. It's a really potent healer in that regard. It's helpful for spinal alignment and also for sleep disturbances. So that is fuchsite. Like I said, I will come back for the rest. And oh, my necklace. This is Larimer. Let's see. I'm going to just switch the camera for just a moment. Oh yeah, and I accidentally wore my other glasses today. That was totally by accident, but these fit a little better. These are the ones that won't fall off into moving boxes when I'm bending over all day. But this is Larimer. And this was a broken brooch that was fashioned into a necklace at my request by my good friend Jane, who is a jeweler. And actually, if you want to learn about her, she's, I'm going to enter into the chat you can find her on eBay and Etsy. Etsy, it's High Art, HIGHART, haha. And her name is Janie, and there's a coupon code. Coupon code Reiki will save you 10% on your purchase with her. She is an old dear friend of mine from when my healing center was on Jewelers Row in Philadelphia. We were both in one of the buildings that was demolished, and she is one of my oldest, true bluest friends. She's amazing, and she's an incredible jeweler. Incredible jeweler. So definitely check out her stuff. She makes her own stuff, and she's got like 40 years of experience in jewelry repair. So this was just like hanging out in her shop, and I was like, oh, that broken brooch looks nice. It was make a nice necklace. She's like, okay. Just made it right there in like 15 minutes. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, definitely check her out. Definitely say I sent you because she's lovely. But she's just honestly one of the most amazing people and one of the best artists I've ever met. Super talented, like absurdly talented. Fiat Luna, dealing with technical issues, no worries. Set an intention for attracting clients that are best aligned with you and abundance. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and reach for a toxic stone because sure. So cinnabar is a very powerful stone that also happens to be mercury. So let me just switch the camera back. So yeah, the red in here is mercury, and that's cinnabar. And it's only fairly recently in human history that we discovered how toxic mercury is. We were using it for a long time for lots of stuff, including the idea that this is thought to attract customers to a business. This has long been heralded as the merchant stone. So this can definitely help bring people into a business. So that's cinnabar. Be very careful with this. The only actual mercury in here, the cinnabar in here, are just the little dots of red. The rest is quartz, and that's just to make it safer to handle. So yeah, definitely not one to like let the kids play with or or make a gem water out of. Let's put that here. And we'll also put I think Larimer, because we were just looking at it. Let's go ahead and bring that in. That'll help too. Larimer helps with finding our spiritual purpose and confidence in your own unique way of doing things. When we walk our spiritual purpose, like when we're in a spiritual practice and attracting customers that are best for us, the best thing we can do is be ourselves, and the people will kind of naturally be attracted to exactly who we are. This helps with that. This also helps with being like a bit of an innovative pioneer in your field, because if you're walking your soul's purpose, it's going to kind of look like you're walking a path that isn't really a path. You're making your way, because that's kind of how it is. It's not anyone else's path. It's just yours. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in. Let's go ahead and bring in a piece here and a piece here. And that's actually what I'm wearing on my necklace. That's Larimer. So I think that that'll help too. So all the best to you, Fiat Luna. Oh yeah, and if anybody feels like hitting that like button, I'd super appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you, Christina's Journey, for the reminder. Protection from a stalker for sure. Red Tiger Eye is very helpful. That's in there. And Numite can be helpful with that too. Let's bring in Black Onyx and Smoky Quartz. Black Onyx is helpful also with the intentions around grief. This can very much help with grief and moving through the grieving process. This also helps with connection to ancestors as well. It is highly protective. This is one that grounds fear and anxiety, as well as self-doubt, and boosts self-esteem, and can also help with protecting against those who would play mind games and the kind of stuff you're describing. I bet that's part of it too. But yeah, this is wonderful for protection and helping to ground a lot of the fear energy that is not just energy of fear. I mean, it's justified, it's warranted. So we'll bring this in. But yeah, one of my favorite protective stones is Black Onyx. And Smoky Quartz too. Smoky Quartz is not only helpful for protection, like this was used back in the Middle Ages and probably before then too, as a means of protection, also for property, like to keep things from getting stolen. It helps to break up energy blocks, it helps to calm worry, and it fundamentally transmutes energy. It changes it for the positive. Smoky quartz can be light like this, like just barely off of clear, or be as dark as like a black kind of color. So we'll put those in here for you. So all the best to you. Oh yeah, I really wish I had the opal. That can be helpful too. Erica, help with boundaries. Christina, motivation to declutter your home and stay strong with your studying. You got it. Declutter, strong with studies. Boundaries. Boundaries, let's bring in our good friend Yellow Calcite. This is everything with the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra that is beneath the breastbone, kind of like upper abdomen, lower chest right there. That has to do with your center of self-identity, empowerment, free will, following along with the things in life that you want. Discarding other people's opinions that are unhelpful so that you can listen to what you want in life and follow your own passions and dreams. It also definitely helps with affirming boundaries. It helps you make it easier to make the boundaries, and the even harder part, the keeping the boundaries, the enforcing the boundaries is always the harder part. But yeah, this can help with all of those things. It also brings in a lot of joy and a lot of happiness and a lot of like optimism, motivation too. So we'll bring this in. Let's bring in some here. There we go. And some here. Yeah, favorite stone for boundaries is absolutely yellow calcite. For keeping focused on studies, labradorite is very helpful, as is tiger eye. This is all about research and study and taking the things that you're learning and seeing them all cohesively, like not just memorizing a bunch of disparate facts, but seeing how they all interrelate and tell a story. So really synthesizing the information. Also helps protect against envy and jealousy, so this could actually help with Christina's request. And it can help with bolstering courage as well. It helps with strength, balance, and big picture thinking. When I say big picture thinking, that can be things like entrepreneurship or big plans or brainstorming. If you're writing a business plan, this is really helpful. If you're learning about business topics, this can be helpful for like the learning aspects. I'm going to put that there and this here. There we go. So that is Tigerite, definitely helpful for study and for organizing. Garnet's already in there, but another stone that helps with all of that is absolutely lapis. Lapis is helpful for communication, like open, honest communication and integrity, follow through, as my friend Janie would say, the talk to do ratio. This helps with finding career improvement too. So this will help with Martha's request around finding a job or a new job, and it helps in a big way with discouraging disorganization and getting more organized, as well as personal responsibility and kind of follow through, owning the commitments we've made. Also helps with vertigo and hearing loss, as well as pain and inflammation. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to have to use the tarot card trick. Oh, it's the Four of Cups. Let's see. There we go. Okay, just ironing that out. Okay, and where shall we place you? There we go. That is lapis. Okay. And awesome. Thank you for being here. And all the best to you, Christina and Erica. Grace, I hope you are well. Oh, you got the job interview. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, I'm so happy. Absolutely. We've got Sunstone in there. We have green aventurine in there. And tourmalinated quartz in there. I could start working on a tarot teaching for sure. Could start on it. That's a good idea, Goddess of Four. I like where your head's at. Smoky quartz is good for preventing being a shopaholic, but not so much if you are a shopaholic for smoky quartz. I love that. Sometimes the really black smoky quartz are baked or chem treated. That's absolutely true. Yeah, same with citrine that are bright yellow. Those are usually heat treated amethyst too. Yeah. Jennifer Vatsa also has her own crystal shop. If you do a Google search for Belladonna Botanicals, you will see her shop. Yeah. Awesome. So let's go on ahead. Oh, I'm almost there. Okay, we're almost there. Allison, love to set an intention for developing routines and being disciplined, and add crystals to support healthy habits. Absolutely. Garnet can really help with like sticking to routines and things, and lapis can be really helpful for holding yourself accountable, follow through, personal responsibility, things like that. But let's also think, and to support healthy habits, blue apatite is wonderful for healthy habits, especially when it comes to food, whatever the healthy habit looks like for you. But let's also look for, and I forgot to put in aquamarine for Key and Patty. So let me do that. Aquamarine helps with forgiveness and deflects pettiness. Really petty, low vibe behavior. I often jokingly call this the anti-Karen stone. This can help also with bringing about justice, especially speedy justice, and wonderful for the teeth and gums as well as body fluid movement. So we will bring in aquamarine. Let's bring that in. Where do we have room for you? I think we have room for you right here. Okay, cool. So that is aquamarine. And routines, being disciplined. Stella, awesome. Oh yeah, the synchronicity tonight is on like it always is, but even a little bit more so. Let's bring in aragonite. Aragonite helps with the Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star chakra is beneath the root, and that's where we enact our soul's purpose. So this is aragonite. This is wonderful. Ooh, sorry about that. This is wonderful for healing old wounds and emotional strength, as well as clearing all of the energy centers, all of the chakras, really. It helps with balancing hormones. It helps to relieve stress that's being held in the body as tension. And it's also just great for taking the steps we need to like keep walking along our soul's purpose, which can really help ground that sticking to a discipline or a routine, because it's reminding ourselves that this isn't like a punishment. This is helping us walk the walk to do what we want and to reach our goals. And it helps to kind of keep that grounded. Also helpful for grounding in general, and it also helps with calming an overactive mind. So we'll bring in aragonite. Where shall we place you? Let's place one here and one here. So they're kind of juxtaposed to each other. So that's aragonite. So I hope that that helps, because that's pretty much what I can think of. And I also feel like mahogany obsidian. Mahogany obsidian can help with meeting goals. So this is vitality, strength, releasing perfectionism, and also releasing any need for approval, which can also help those of you looking for support around boundaries and support around your solar plexus following what's important to you. It helps with releasing anger in just seriously deep ways, like ways that you don't even realize that you're holding anger to. Helps with carpal tunnel, teeth, gums, and energy. So that is mahogany obsidian. So let's go ahead and put a piece here. And actually, let's put them along with the aragonite. There we go. Awesome. So I hope that that helps. And need help healing for dog and fast money to pay the vet bills. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Let's do crazy lace agate. And heart healing for Grace. And fast money, we have red tiger eye in there for the doggo. We'll bring in leopard skin jasper. But for additional money manifestation, let's also bring in pyrite, which Chris requested. So crazy lace agate helps with balance. It's wonderful if you're working through phobias, but it helps with confidence and protection. This is another one that can be helpful for Christina with her request for stalking and stuff like that. This helps with the heart and solar plexus at the same time, as well as spider magic, and especially if you have fear of spiders, but any phobia it's great for. But if you work with spider medicine, this can be helpful. It's also great for physical energy and connecting with the past, especially like past timelines, history, and even like if you're working in the paranormal field, this can really help. But it's great for confidence, skin, eyes, and speech as well. So that is Crazy Lace Agate. And we will place you right there. Leopard skin jasper is wonderful for animals, helping us to connect with our animals, communicate with our animals. It helps with animal healing on all levels. Also helps with attracting a soulmate and connecting with our animal guides. When you have anything impacting the skin, this is a wonderful stone to turn to. It's also great for coordination and balance. So this is leopard skin jasper. Go. Pyrite helps with manifesting financial abundance. It's very protective and it helps with intuition. So if you're having trouble with that, yes, I want to hear what the universe has to say, but I want to have some boundaries around what comes through. Pyrite. Also helpful for the lungs and fever, as well as the brain, specifically around memory. And if anyone's going through radiation treatments, this is thought to help with mitigating the side effects of those treatments. So let's go ahead and bring these in. Just go ahead and place those in here. This is pyrite, which is also known as fool's gold. So fool's gold brings in the real gold. Rhodonite for grace. Rhodonite helps with healing a broken heart so that you can open your heart to love again. It can also help with soothing grief to a good extent. It helps with it's often thought of as like the breakup stone or the divorce stone. It helps with those overcoming pain and issues around emotional abuse in the past, as well as insecurities too. Helps to balance the yin and yang in the body, and great for allergies, autoimmune stuff, asthma, all of which kind of happen with me. They're all of my kind of trick spots there. So let's put some of this behind our good friend pyrite. Rhodonite is pink and black. Rhodochrosite is pink and white. And you're so welcome, Grace. And definitely for job interview, we've got lapis too. I'm trying to think if we have anything else that's good for job interview. Let's bring in Herkimer because I know that's been requested by a couple of you and it would be helpful for Grace. Herkimer diamond helps with connection to divinity and spirit and sharing with the universe, like this is what I'd like, and then hearing the response. It helps with harmonizing really discordant energy as well as being in the moment and brings in a lot of relaxation. This helps with metabolism too. So this can also help you to like manifest. So that's Herkimer. So let's bring this in. I'm also going to bring in some emerald, was requested, I know, by Chris. This helps with healing the skin and tissue, and with bringing in a lot of passion for life. It's also helpful for bronchitis, the lungs, upper respiratory, anything, whether it's a cold, allergies, asthma. This is really helpful. Wonderful for restoring confidence, especially around appearance and things that you may have been teased about in the past, and for helping with manifesting a little bit of success too. So we'll bring that in for grace. So that's emerald. Wish that we could wish autoimmune disease out of existence. I know, right? Asking for clearing and cleansing energy for your home. Remove all energies that don't serve our highest good. Call in the energy of renewal, highest good, health, success, and joy. I love it and I affirm it. We've got Dalmatian jasper, which really helps clear the energy. And we've got a lot of protection stones. Let's also bring in some black tourmaline. Black tourmaline absolutely helps to repel negative energy. This is one that you can place around your desk, you can wear, that you can put around your property line. I've gone so far as to crush this up and sew it into curtains. South Philly tested and approved. It works like a charm. But anyone that's empathic, or if you tend to be around a lot of people that you struggle not to take their energy on, black tourmaline is just absolutely something you need to have. So let's go ahead and place this on the outsides of the... Here we go. Let's actually put that here and here. Right around the absolute outer edges. As usual, we have our selenite. And definitely bring in some sapphire for Chris. Sapphire helps with speedy justice, and it's also wonderful for connection with our angels, our guides, and our higher self. This is one that is powerful for connecting intuitively and channeling. So if you're channeling to get messages for yourself, wonderful. For others, this will help you even find the best words to relay your experience that are the most meaningful for your querent. It's also helpful for envisioning potential, a good outcome in times of just an amazing change. Helps with the eyes, the ears, the thyroid, and it's thought to be helpful for dementia, especially for folks that whether it's the folks who have dementia or the individuals who are caring for them. So that is sapphire. And trying to see if there's anything else I want to add. I'm just going to add in one more piece of aragonite, because why not? And bumblebee jasper. And that'll be our last stone. Bumblebee jasper can help with mental focus, energy, vitality, decision making. It kind of clarifies the mind. It's also great for collaborative and group work, bringing people together, kind of motivation to get things done. And I feel like that was a big part of the theme that we had tonight. Also great for manifesting, to empower it. And so Grace, this will match up for you too. Positivity, confidence, balancing yin and yang in the body. So it'll support rhodonite in that regard. And in general, it's just wonderful for focusing the mind and helping to stay on course. So this will also help with what Allison requested. So that, and also this has high amounts of arsenic and sulfur, so be careful with that. So we are good. So now we are going to go ahead and transition. Nutmeg like for cooking? Yes. Oh, cool. Yeah, nutmeg is a powerful herb for sure. Careful with eating too much of it. It can, if you eat enough of it, it can put you into a coma. Like, seriously. And it's less than you might think. Yeah. Kind of scary, but also kind of interesting. But anyway, we are going to transition into the healing portion of tonight's stream. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly explain what Reiki is, how it works, and how to make the most of your session. So for those of you who are in the chat, go ahead and help me lift the energy and also help lift the energy of your space that you are in right now. Go ahead and head on into the chat, hit that like button if you haven't already, and share anything that you are grateful for, anything at all. If you don't want to share it in the chat, or if you're watching this later, go ahead and just take a deep breath. Think about the things you're grateful for. Gratitude lifts energy faster than anything else. While you're doing that, I'll explain Reiki, and then we're going to transition into the Reiki healing. So thank you so much for being here and inspiring this really beautiful and powerful grid. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, to schedule a one-on-one distance healing of Reiki or integrated energy therapy, a tarot reading, or even go ahead and shop my Reiki Charged Crystal collection, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com, which is linked in the description, as are all of my social media. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less like a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. And this particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan at a really difficult time in Japan's history, where anything being taught that could be construed as religion, strictly forbidden. So this is a practice of connecting with energy for the sake of healing and well-being and balance and supporting those around us, but very secular at the same time, which is a big part of why this is the practice that really sticks with us in the West. So the concept of what energy is and how it works and how it is understood at the foundation of this practice, we're best to look at Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything has a soul. And all of those souls are interlinked and interconnected. That spirit, however you define that, would be supplying that life-sustaining soul energy through us and to us through that interconnectedness. And that energy, that, hey, how are you? That life-sustaining soul energy, that is really what Reiki translates to, soul energy. So essentially tonight, what I'm going to be doing is taking Usui's techniques to connect and basically direct this energy to you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. More on that in a moment. The understanding is that this energy is already flowing through you, through me, through everyone and everything, and our body, mind, and spirit work with it on an ongoing level to help bring us to the best level of balance and healing and well-being moment to moment. So this is essentially going to support your body, mind, and spirit to do the good that they're already doing for you right now. So during the session, physically, you may feel some sensations. Emotionally, you may have some feelings come up or be released. Mentally, you may be able to hear your subconscious or even parse some things out that you've been struggling with. Spiritually, you may get some intuitions, some clarity, some breakthrough, some wisdom, or you may just have a really wonderful nap. More than likely, it's going to be the perfect balance of a little bit of all of those. During the session, what do you need to do to get the Reiki? Just have an open heart and mind, and being here, you already are. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent at all. You don't even have to remain still. I generally recommend that you find a comfortable place to sit or lay down and just get cozy in whatever that looks like for you. Close your eyes and just see how you feel. At the same time, if you'd rather do some stretches, combine this with journaling or creating music or anything that feels right for you in this moment, there's no wrong way to enjoy this healing energy. Just go ahead and do your own thing. If you need to get up and get a glass of water or a blanket, go ahead, grab it, come on back, take a deep breath in and out, and you'll just naturally sink back into the session. That also works if you get distracted or if you want to go a little bit deeper. At the end of the session, which will last 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come in, and I will welcome you to take a deep breath in and out. And at that time, I will invite you to ask any questions or share any experiences that you feel motivated to share. During the session, which again will be 25 minutes, I will turn the lights down. They'll move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I'll turn the music up. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description, so you can check out her channel and her website whenever you'd like. So thank you so much for being here. And as I mentioned, doesn't matter where you are or when you are, Reiki energy flows through everyone, everywhere, all the time. And so it's not really limited to the same dimensional constrictions that we as humans are. So we can only be in one place at one time. That does not apply to Reiki. So whenever you are watching this, the energy is there for you to enjoy. And for those of you who are here live, you can always come get some Reiki if I happen to not be live. Just go to the Past Healing Live Streams playlist, pick one with a picture of a crystal grid that resonates with you, and you can even skip ahead to the healing session and just enjoy whenever it feels right for you. And in case you didn't know, I live stream 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week. So you can make it a part of your routine to just hang out, chill, and feel better. Thank you again so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to share this healing with you. I just hit my 15-year anniversary of teaching Usui Reiki, and I'm so honored to be here with all of you this evening. So enjoy your session, and let's go over and take a closer look at that beautiful grid. Y'all did a great job. Well done, everyone. Let's see. You can tell that I'm still getting the hang of the room and moving stuff around because the camera keeps getting bonked. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Thank you all so much, everyone. Oh, thank you, Blue Sky. Oh, Lila Ray, congratulations to your son. I hope his job goes well. Thank you, Patty and Key. Erica, I affirm that. Absolutely. Ooh, nutmeg essential oil. I'd end up baking cookies all winter long. Don't tempt me. Okay, so everyone go ahead, get cozy. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your session, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. It's always an honor and a privilege. If you have any questions or anything to share, go right ahead and use the chat. Hi, Heart. It's good to see you. And today is Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, the 13th at 4 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. Friday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time.
What are you doing? Oh, Gertie. Gertie girl. Gertie. Oh.
Dirty girl.
Yeah. It did the bubble. Yeah. Oh, the bubble.
Soon as the Reiki starts, the girls are all over my lap and all want my attention. Every time.
So you want to come up and say hello again? Oh, the Hattie. Oh, the Hattie. Saying hi's? You're a good girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yeah, you're such a good girl.
Oh, you're so welcome, Bev. Thank you so much. So good to see you always. I'm so glad it was helpful. And once the stream is over, you can always like reload it and just like skip ahead and sit through it again if you want to. Oh, absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Patty. May we all be abundantly blessed in every way. Absolutely. And thank you. Oh, thank you, Linda. Lots of love to you. You're always welcome here. Live or replay, you're always welcome here. But all the love in the world. Hey, Margaret. Good to see you. Oh, Blue Sky, your kitty is KO'd from the Reiki. That's so cute. I'm just looking at the cats now. They are loving this carpeted apartment. It's much more conducive to kitty mommy playtime here, so we've been having lots of kitty mommy playtime. I'll definitely set up a camera and get some shorts of the cats playing. Oh, your kitty's snoring. I'm so glad. These two, it's like the minute that I turn on the Reiki, Hattie is right here every single time. Every single time. And Gertie's not far behind. She's pretty close. They know. Well said, Heart. This group is amazing. It's like lightning in a bottle. You guys are incredible to me and to each other. Lots and lots of love and support. We love to see it. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude, and I will absolutely be here tomorrow at 4 p.m. East Coast US time. Aw, kitties are having post-Reiki bath time. Yes, all of you have a beautiful evening. Take care of yourselves. I hope to see you all again soon. Oh, you're so welcome, Jennifer. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care and bye for now.